This video presents the paper Model-Based Real-Time Motion Tracking using Dynamical Inverse Kinematics, accepted for publication in MDPI Algorithms Journal. In the paper, we present a framework for motion tracking in time-critical applications. The algorithm allows us to reconstruct the human body posture with up to 66 degrees of freedom and kinematic constraints within a few milliseconds. Similarly, it can be used to retarget the human motion into a humanoid robot. In our approach, the human is modeled as a multi-rigid body mechanical system. Inverse kinematics is used for computing the human configuration given a set of inertial measurements. However, finding an inverse kinematic solution as nonlinear optimization is not trivial, and it can be computationally expensive for highly articulated models. For this reason, we propose a dynamical solution for the inverse kinematics, where the configuration of the model converges in time to the inertial measurements. In this way, the complexity is scaled down to a QP problem that can be solved online at high frequency. Let's now see some details of the implemented scheme. On the left part of the scheme, we receive the velocity measurements and we apply a feedback correction depending on position and orientation errors. The estimated sensor position and orientation can be computed via direct kinematics from the current configuration. The estimates are compared to the sensor's measurement, and we can collect this distance in a residual vector. The measured velocity are finally corrected in order to compensate for the errors. The corrected velocity are then used to solve the constrained inverse differential kinematics, which outputs the model velocity. The inverse differential kinematics is a linear problem solved as QP optimization with velocity constraints. In order to enforce both joint velocity and position constraints, we use the hyperbolic tangent, which defines position-dependent velocity constraints, preventing the model to move across the limits. Numerical integration is used to compute the model configuration. The model configuration is determined by its base position and orientation and the configuration of the joints. Base position and joints configuration can be integrated using classical numerical methods. Since the base orientation lies on SO3, we use Bangar stabilization in order to enforce the orthonormality condition. In this application, we applied our algorithm using the measurement system provided by Xsense with 17 inertial measurements units in order to measure angular velocities and the orientation of the subject limbs. The motion of the subject, running on a treadmill, is tracked using a 66 degrees of freedom human model, and the updated configuration is computed at 200 Hz and displayed in real time on the monitor in the background. Replacing the human model with the model of a humanoid robot, we can directly obtain the retargeted motion of the human. In this video, the subject is provided with a set of IMU sensors. In this case, the proposed algorithm is used to compute the configuration of the ICAP humanoid robot. The provided joint configuration is sent in real time to the robot low-level controller, which regulates the joint position of the robot. Finally, we have compared the performances of dynamical inverse kinematics with respect to model-based nonlinear optimization implementations. In particular, we have considered a whole-body optimization where the inverse kinematics is solved as a single nonlinear optimization problem, and a pairwise optimization where multiple nonlinear optimizations are solved in parallel after decomposing the model in smaller subtrees. This video shows the three implementations compared. Besides using warm start to speed up the nonlinear optimizers, the dynamical solution is obtained at higher frequency. This, together with the fact that the configuration is computed by integrating the velocities, guarantees smoother motion compared to nonlinear optimization methods. Similarly, smooth and continuous motion can be observed for the humanoid robot model. This figure shows the performance comparison for the three approaches in terms of rotation and angular velocity accuracy and computational time. Data have been collected for three different conditions: the subject standing still in T-pose, the subject walking, and the subject running. Each algorithm has been tested on each of the tasks with 3 different models: a human model with 66 degrees of freedom, a human model with 48 degrees of freedom and anatomical joint constraints, and an ICAP humanoid robot model with joint limits. Each model is denoted in the figure by the boxplot background color. In terms of accuracy, the results obtained with the 3 methods are comparable in most of the cases. However, we can observe that on average the dynamical optimization method performs better than the other 2 methods in presence of constraints and with dynamical motion. Looking at the computational time, the dynamical optimization outperforms the other 2 methods, being consistently below 5 milliseconds. This result is expected. The dynamical optimization solution, in fact, does not require iterative optimization, but it is obtained by solving a single QP optimization. This makes the dynamical inverse kinematics algorithm particularly suited for real-time and time-critical motion tracking applications.